I am Dana Lucas. Not too long ago, I discovered an interest in gardening. Urban Harvest is an organization that I have known about for a while now. It supports a large network of community gardens in Houston. The program was started to promote health and nutrition. Some of the gardens are in schools where students can learn as they work in them. One of the gardens is at Hamilton Middle School. I visited Hamilton and its garden on Friday, February 23, 2012. I chose Hamilton over other schools to visit because, for one, I attended the school and was interested in seeing how the garden had improved the school, and two, it was simply the closest school to my house. I remember Miss Witherspoon, one of the teachers at Hamilton. She has a class called Habitat now. It focuses on the garden. When I went to Hamilton, I spoke to Miss Witherspoon for a few minutes before I took a look at the garden for myself. Talking to her, I learned that the students call the garden the Hamilton Habitat. The Habitat was started in 2005. In the Habitat, students weed, plant, and maintain the plants and the beds. Some plants that are grown here are rosemary, eggplant, mint, radish, lemongrass, lettuce, as well as several fruit trees. In addition, a queen palm was donated and is scheduled to be planted soon. A strange phenomenon that occurs in the Hamilton Habitat is that because of its location and how the garden is situated between buildings, the microclimate, a small atmospheric area that has a climate that differs from the surrounding areas, affects the plants to where perennial plants, meaning they produce only 1 year, become annual plants, meaning they produce every year. When I actually saw the habitat, I was surprised at how large it was. There are several beds spread out between some buildings, with a small greenhouse on one end and a shed for tools that is being built on the other. Hamilton received a grant from BP Energy for their garden, so they named one of the beds the Energy Garden. When I visited, it was between growing seasons, so only the herbs were producing. Once every month, the class turns into a cooking class, where the students get to use the food produced in the garden for ingredients in a meal. The day I visited was a cooking day. They were to make savory pancakes. Students gathered around and wrote down the recipe as the pancake mix was being made and each ingredient was being used. Since not many plants were producing at the time, herbs were being used to flavor the pancakes. Some of the students got a chance to participate in the cooking and flip the pancakes. Although some of the students were put off a little by the savory flavor of the pancakes, most of the students liked them, and when I tasted the pancakes, I really enjoyed them. The herbs from the garden gave the pancakes a great taste. Gardens benefit the students by getting them out of the classroom and engaging them in hands-on learning that stretches beyond the boundaries of the garden and even that of the school. I hope all students get a chance to participate in a garden at one point in their educational career. A garden can be difficult to start and manage, and sometimes there's not enough room to have one. In addition, it is difficult to gather the funds for a garden, but many schools are striving to overcome these obstacles and start a garden so that its students are able to learn the fundamental life lessons gardens offer.